Hey guys, what's up? Today wanted to start a new parts guide. So this will be a two-part guide. First, just normal parts, normal golden parts. The best ways to craft them, cheapest, most efficient ways to craft them all. And then I'll be talking all about baneblade in part 2. So, I've done a bunch of calculations. Basically for what the best ways are. So if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about EPC parts. So generally you can just put these 6 parts on every APC. And there's 3 original ones. There's Phantom, which is for vehicle APCs. There's Ranger, which is for shooter APCs, and there's Dreadnought for fighter APCs. Recently there's been an update. There's a new baneblade part, which goes for all different troop types, and it's OP as shit. It's super expensive. But today I'm just going to be talking about these regular golden ones. All of this data is considering level 25 part factory. So part factory level 25, you get 100% increased material production speed. And it assumes full parts production tech. Doesn't necessarily have to be full, actually. What's the last thing you need? It's actually this basic processing tech is pretty much the last tech you need for these numbers. The other ones are definitely nice. This decreases energy core requirements, and this just gives you more slots to get more parts. So there used to be a method. The best method to previously get parts was to go to your diamonds, go to others, and then you would basically buy these chests. So for example, if we wanted to do Phantom, we wanted a golden Phantom set, we would just buy these, as many diamonds as you could really. And you just open them up and you unlock, materials. Okay, so it doesn't look like happening. Now, however, there's a significantly better method, and it comes down to speedups. So essentially you're going to want to use 3-hour speedups for each material part. Yeah, so you're going to want to use these 3-hour speedups. Normal materials, and then you basically just load up your parts factory and you use the speedups to get your parts or your materials. So a normal material is going to take 6 hours. So you can see this little green right there. It's 6 hours. All of the first 3 are kind of what we're considering normal or easy materials. The last one is considered a rare material. And this will take 12 hours, so twice as long. I think it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. There's challenges throughout the day for any speed up challenges. This is training challenge, but you'll see here it'll basically say, I think it's plus 400 points for any speed up. I'll put a picture. And basically this challenge comes around, I'm pretty sure 5 or 6 days of the week. And pretty much anytime this challenge appears, what I do is I buy exactly 71 3-hour speedups, because that'll give you the third box, the 5.1 million points. I buy 71 speedups and I go to whatever material I need. So if I need, I don't know, let's say spray paints, I'll just load up the thing with spray paints, use all the speed ups until I use up 71, and then I'll get the golden chest. It's basically just essentially kind of free because you get diamonds in return. It's a very cheap way to get all these materials. Now, time for the fun part, some math. So, like I had said, done a bunch of math. I'm going to pause the video really quick and put up a screenshot of kind of the costs of building these parts and building sets. Okay, so like I said, I've just uploaded some images to the right-hand side of the screen. And it's basically how many materials you need for each part, and then how much those parts will cost. So in this example, we see there's, right now I have Phantom selected, or the Excel sheet shows Phantom, but it's exactly the same for Phantom, Ranger, and Dreadnought, just different material names. So if we go to Craft, Phantom, we'll see a suspension, tire, armor, weapon, engine, and central control. And these are the materials that they need. So 2 screws, 1 super glue, 1 rubber, and I have that listed out in the Excel. So when we consider something to be easy, a part to be easy, when I'm considering it to be easy, it basically means there are no fiberglasses or these rare materials. And like I said, the rare materials take twice as long, so they're twice as expensive in terms of using your Speedups. The medium materials, so the easy ones are suspension and tire. The medium ones are armor and weapon because they only have 1 fiberglass each. And the hard ones are engine and central control. They both have 3 of the rare materials. So as we can see in the image down below, an easy part is going to cost 166,400 diamonds from basically 0. So if you had 0 super glues, it's going to cost you 166,000. The medium, and so that's to make all of these gold, each one of these parts. For an easy one, it'd be suspension, for example. So each one of these parts gold is going to cost what I had said, 166,000. For the medium difficulty pieces, so the armor and weapon, which you need a fiberglass, it's going to cost 208,000 diamonds from, again, 0. So you have no materials to full gold for materials. And then as such, the hard parts, it's going to cost 291,200 diamonds. So it's a lot of diamonds. Overall, for one full set, if you're just crafting everything to gold using Speedups from start to finish, it's going to be 1.3 million diamonds, a little bit over 1.3 million diamonds. Now that's a lot of diamonds, right? Unfortunately, if you have zone commemoration fully maxed out, you're getting a lot of diamonds every week. I think you might be getting around 1 million diamonds a week if you're getting all 9 boxes every day. Obviously, it differs if how many hourly challenges and things like that you're completing each day. Speaking of which, let's just complete this very quickly so I get some more diamonds. Diamonds are pretty important. It's important to do these daily challenges. Kind of as often as you can, with keeping the resources that you need in mind. So yeah, just excuse me while I get my diamonds. But anyway, it's 1.3 million diamonds. I generally never recommend just like waiting until you have that much diamonds and then spending it all. You can just build it piece by piece, do it over time, and like I said, whenever that challenge appears, that's really when you want to buy a lot of Speedups and do it kind of all at once. So now I bet the next question that most people ask is gambling. So essentially a gamble on a part is when you don't have fully gold, and you'll see these percentages. So it's a gamble to get a gold because that's kind of the end wish, or that's kind of the end result that you want, is to get a gold. Everything else is basically a gamble. And that'll occur if basically you don't have 4 golden parts. So let's say you have, exactly like this. So you have 2 golds and 2 oranges. It's a 47.6% chance of, if I crafted this right now, there'd be a 47.6% chance that I would get this golden tire. there'd be a 52.4% chance that this tire would come out and it'd be orange. So I've calculated a bunch of stuff, including all the probabilities of gambling. And I'll show you that on the right hand screen. Okay, so I've got this image up now, and this is basically all the probability calculations. So with these probabilities, we see kind of the costs and the values that you're getting out of gambling. So the kind of legend that I took, P stands for a purple part, gold stands for a golden part, O stands for an orange part. Pretty self-explanatory, but essentially it would be like for the top left, there'd be 3 purples. I guess I don't have 3 purples here, but you'd have 3 purples and 1 part would be golden. For the examples of armor and weapons, so the medium kind of set, so you can see past the dark black boxes to the right, immediate right is the easy parts. Even further right is the medium difficulty parts, and then furthest to the right is the hard difficulty parts. So for the medium difficulty parts, you're going to assume that the rare part is purple or orange, depending on what it is. And in this exercise, in the second one, there's 2 purples and 2 golds. So like I've said, I've calculated those numbers. So for this example, it's the second kind of selection, so PPGG. It's a 43.5% chance. So that's denoted by 0.435. And then the other numbers are pretty self-explanatory. And then I've taken the cost of making all of these parts. So that'll be 92,800 diamonds. And then I've basically taken the percentage of that 92,800 and divided it by the original cost if everything was gold, which for medium parts is 208,000. So we can see that it basically comes out to 0.446. That's kind of the I guess percentage shave that you're getting from not making these all gold, that you're getting from making 2 of these purple. The percentage is already 43.5, so essentially the numbers that you want to be looking for are numbers lower than the golden percentage, and that's just how the math is going to work out. The way that I did it, that'll be considered quote unquote more valuable. So I'm just going to highlight this image really quick to show you which ones are kind of quote unquote worth it and which ones are nearly worth it. Okay, so as you can see, I've updated it to basically show you which ones are valuable to gamble with, or I guess worth it to gamble with, and the rest I don't recommend gambling. Some people just blanket statement, you should gamble all your parts, but it's definitely not true. So if you're going to do parts and you don't really want to watch the video or look at these stats, I just recommend fully going full gold on all your parts, and you'll barely lose any diamonds. You'll probably actually come out more ahead than someone who's going to gamble. Now, obviously, when you're considering a gamble, you could get very lucky. So if you want to risk it, go for it, by all means. However, the ones that I've denoted as quote unquote worth it are the 2 dark green ones. So I always gamble these parts. So it's essentially 1 orange and 3 golds. Sorry, that's a good gamble for the medium parts, or 1 purple and 3 golds for the medium parts. That's actually the preferred. So essentially you would make this one, darn, I don't have another gold to show you guys, but I might be able to do it right now for you guys. Yeah, give me 1 second. Okay, so I just very quickly basically used some Speedups and got this golden part for the rubber. So now I can pretty much show you what I meant. 1 purple being the rare material and 3 golds for all the quote unquote easy materials. This is a worth it gamble. This trade-off is generally, it's worth it. You might, when you craft this, you might get a purple. And then, you're probably going to ask yourself, what are you going to do during that situation? You can split parts. So that's basically what you would do. Or you can keep them, and you can, if you get 4 of them, you can combine. Or you can just split it, and you'll basically get back the materials that you used. So in this case, you'd get back 3 golden materials and 1 purple. So yeah. You'll also get back, forgive all the pauses and skips. There's a lot of noise outside of my house right now. But anyway, when you split, you'll also get back some. You'll recoup some of the energy core costs. But for the most part, you're going to actually lose money on that. So that's why gambling's not always worth it. I'm not even considering the energy core costs in these other calculations. It's strictly just the speed up diamond cost. But it's definitely a real thing. Each part's going to use up a lot of energy cores. And for a lot of people, they're not going to get that many energy cores. In case you're not familiar, for energy cores, you need these refining plants. And I do recommend getting them all up to level 25. It costs a ton of energy or electricity. And you'll need your electricity warehouse to be pretty high to get to these 25s. But it's 100% worth it. It's also 100% worth it to upgrade the parts factory to level 25 now. Before it was very, very expensive, but now it's definitely worth it. So like I said, that kind of setup that I have right there for the medium materials is very good for gambling. It's actually recommended the 1 purple, 3 golds. Again, sorry for the pauses. But yeah, 1 purple, whoops, forgive me. 1 purple and 3 golds. Is very worth it for the medium difficulty parts. For the hard parts, the common gamble that everybody pretty much makes is, which I can't show you right now, but it's 3 purples. So all of the fiberglass or all of the rare materials will be purple. And then the common material would be gold. This is also a pretty worth it gamble to make. Again, it kind of depends on your energy core production. But even if you fail this gamble, like I said, you can split it and you'll kind of be starting from square one. These aren't as expensive to get, the common materials. So the fact that you still have these in purple is very good. Then basically all you need to do is get more screws or whatever the common material is. As far as the easy parts go, don't gamble. It's not worth it. Pretty simple. Make them all gold, and then using the speedups method, like I've just explained, and then just go ahead and craft your part. And there you go. You'll have a shit ton of parts in no time. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I will be doing part 2. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I will be doing part 2 soon on baneblade. And the first kind of tip I'm going to give you guys is if you're interested in getting baneblade, you're going to need super energy cores. Oh, here we go. Here's a any speed up challenge right now. So essentially what I'm going to do, that's actually super timing. Again, you click on the diamonds, you go to others, which is kind of the gift store. You scroll down, you get to the 3 hours, and then you just buy 71 of these. Boom. And then you fill your parts factory with any materials that you need. And then you basically just use all your speed ups and you rinse and repeat until all 71 of those materials is done. So, like I said, that's it. The tip I want to give you guys for baneblade players is you need these super energy cores, and you need a lot of them. It's nearly impossible to get enough without spending money. I think it takes like a year or something, some sort of calculation like that, for just the super energy cores, because you can really only get them in the helicopter. So anyway, I do recommend buying this daily supply of super energy cores if you have the funds to do so. If not, just be patient and eventually you'll get enough. So I recommend buying this every week, as well as the arm supply every week. And there's a new combination 7, that'll give you these super energy cores and some of these. So you just get extra materials. So I recommend buying both of those, guys, if you're interested in making baneblade. They're not terribly expensive for what they give you. And they're far, 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 far more valuable. Well, there must be some new event. I'll probably do a video on that in a bit. Or it'll already be one released. But anyway, they're far more valuable than buying these packs here. These are just an insane money grab. There are players with 5 baneblade sets already. There's even a player on my server, but there's a bunch of players with 5 of these, and that's just absolutely incredible. They're spending tons and tons of money just to get these parts. So, like I said, stay tuned for the baneblade stuff. That'll be pretty interesting, and hopefully it'll save you guys a lot of money. All right, thanks for watching. And as always, stay tuned. All right, peace.